Want to give you a quick update of where I'm at. I contacted Fios, and the internet access only packages from them are, let's see, for 15 meg it was $75 a month, and for 25 meg it was $80 a month. Obviously that's not going to work for me. I'm not saving any money that way, so I went ahead and contacted Comcast, and they have a promo right now for $30 a month for 25 meg, and that's good for a year. And no contract, if I didn't mention that. So $30 a month, no contract, pricing is good for a year. So I went ahead and subscribed to that. I will be installing it today. So I'm going to be installing this about a month and a half early, so I still have my contract with Fios, and that just gives me the ability to kind of have some overlap and make sure that everything's going to be working before I finally pull the official plug. So I bought this router off of Amazon. It's one of the certified routers for Comcast. It needs this DOCSIS 3 certified. One reason why I bought this particular router is it has 1 gigabit switch ports behind it. I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, 2 1 gigabit ports. So one of these is going to go to my Apple Extreme, and that's what I'm going to actually be using Wi-Fi on. I'm not going to use the Wi-Fi functionality of this. I'm just going to use the router capabilities. One of these ports are going to go to the Airport Extreme, and I'm going to install it behind the TV, both this and the Network Extreme behind the TV in this big recess area, because I'm going to need, I want it hardwired into this TiVo for streaming, and then I'm going to use the other port here, and I got a couple of these new TP links. This is the PowerLink stuff I was talking about earlier, and these also have 1 gigabit network ports on them. So I'm going to connect one of these behind here so that this router will send low latency network to my Apple Airport Extreme, and it will send low latency network throughout my power panel, so that on the other end here, so I'll put this one here, and then on the second one here, I'm going to put on the television in the bedroom. So, and there's another reason why, and I'll get to that in a second. So I'm going to put this one in the bedroom, and then I'll just move the 200 gigabits around the house where I need a dropped wired connection. So the reason why I want this other device in the bedroom is I was talking with my wife after we've been using the TiVo for a little while, and she would like the same TiVo experience in the bedroom and the ability to stream the shows that we've recorded here in the bedroom as well. And I don't want to worry about backfeeding it, through the coax to the bedroom. We did that for Fios. So TiVo has a little, it's like a mini TiVo, and it is kind of expensive. It's $150 for that little box, but you hardwire it in, so it's going to get plugged into this other one, and it's also RF, so I can tuck it anywhere I want up in the bedroom after I get it connected to the television. And then anything that I record on this device can stream across the network, so it'll go across these, right, across the network to the television in the bedroom, whether it's my actual antenna TV, or it's stuff that I've recorded here. So that's fantastic. I'm going to get all of that right through this TiVo, and there's no additional subscription costs. So I pay the $15 a month for this. You pay $150 for the little TiVo Mini, and then there's no additional subscription costs for having the Mini. And you can have, I think, up to 8 minis. So if you've got a lot of televisions, you can have up to 8 minis. Anyway, so that's the plan. I'm going to get this stuff set up today and try to get me on Comcast today. And the only other thing I'm considering doing is we've got a little bit of signal breakage when we're watching a couple of our channels. I do have another antenna that I bought 2 years ago. It's a Lava, I think 2506, something like that. So I might change out that antenna, but it's kind of wet outside today, so it's not anything I'm going to do quickly. But I do want to get this stuff set up and get everything at least routed up to the TV through Comcast, and so I can give that a try. Also, I've had a lot of problems with Fios lately. For some reason, the router just stops working, and my wife's starting to complain, so maybe switching over to Comcast isn't such a bad idea after all. All right, well, I'll give everybody an update once this is all set up and show you, how it looks and maybe go through some of the steps of putting it all together. Okay, so this mess is my new configuration. So here's the Apple Airport Extreme, and what I've got is this lower coax. This is the one that's connected to Comcast, and that's going to come right into my new router. That gives me my internet signal, and then I've got a network cable plugged into port 1 here, and this one goes over to the WAN port on the Apple Extreme. And then I have switch port 1 on here going to the FiOS, going to the FiOS, going to the TiVo, and then this port here is going up to the new PowerLink, and this is putting the internet here throughout the house. Now this is what I'm going to use for Wi-Fi. This right here I'm just going to use for coax getting to the internet. Other than that, when I get the Fire TV, the regular one, it's going to be hardwired into this port. That way it's directly into this device and doesn't go through that one. It's just an extra hop to get from one device to another in that case, so it's stupid. I'll just put it right into here in this other port. Alright, so again, internet, coax here, and then I'm going Ethernet out of here into the Airport Extreme. This gives me my Wi-Fi, so every device in the house that connects via Wi-Fi will connect to here and route across this network cable into this device and then out to the internet. And then in order to power the rest of the house with wired network, I've got the top cable here coming out of the Network Extreme going right into this 1 gigabit connection here that then puts feeds the power panel with network traffic. And then, like I said, I've got this other port here, the yellow one, connected to the TiVo. And when I get the Fire TV, it'll get plugged in here. So that's the setup. Okay, so here's the TiVo Mini. I just picked this up at Best Buy. It comes with a guide, TiVo remote, some batteries, HDMI cable, here's the power supply, and this guy. I did pick it up at Best Buy for $26.99, or sorry, $126.99. So definitely a good deal. Ethernet port, HDMI port, and those are really the only ones I need other than the power port. And I've got my handy dandy TP-Link 600 megabits per second connection, which I'll hardwire through power line into there. And then I'll be able to stream TV from the bedroom. Okay, so this is my bedroom TV, and I'm not going to go through the whole ordeal of setting up the Mini. I'll illustrate that later, but I wanted to give you an update. So I've got the TiVo Mini. Comes with the same little peanut remote. Let me turn the TV on. And I'm using the power links, like I said, to connect the system downstairs to the master bedroom television. So it streams the HD antenna across it, and it streams the recorded shows and Netflix and all that right from here too. So let's go to watch live TV. And this is all from the TiVo downstairs. And the phone isn't doing the picture justice, but it's a nice clear picture, best picture I've had up here. Go to guide. So you can see that works well. Let's go to recorded shows. See my shows. Let's look at Limitless. So this will stream from the bedroom, or sorry, this will stream to the bedroom from the TiVo downstairs through that Ethernet.
He got away from 6 of our agents.
Man, that's a really clear picture.
Trying to bring it to a dead stop like he was playing chicken. You're making a point. He knew the train was going to stop. Why did you ask us to bring it?
I started recording it a little late.
What did you expect to find in his apartment?
You can still fast forward it, all that stuff. And that's freaking awesome. Oh yeah, so let me show you. And then I've got all my accounts still here. Now I've just canceled Hulu. I would have kept it, but they didn't have the show that I wanted to watch, so I'm not going to pay $8 a month or $9 a month for a service that I'm using, so that's canceled. But the other ones are fine. So there we go. TiVo Mini works out fantastic.